Hey, and welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the latest update from our friends over at 𝗖𝗂𝗍𝗀 Multimedia, and there's a couple of plugins you're not going to want to miss, so stick around. Now, many of you know that I've been a huge fan of 𝗖𝗂𝗍 Multimedia's plugins for a long time. In fact, since this channel even started. Specifically, I've applauded the 𝗧𝗏 plugins, and you have seen me use these in every single video, whether it was about mixing or mastering or even our monthly song contest. Now, I'm always reaching for these amazing plugins, it seems like at every turn. Well, I'm happy to share with you today that their newest update to the 𝗧𝗏 family, the 𝗧𝗏 6, not only improves upon pre-existing plugins, but makes them more user-friendly, less CPU intensive, and visually more appealing. But they even went a step further by expanding this plugin collection with 8 new modules. Now, as you'll see here in just but a moment, these were not just intangible, throw something against the wall, see what sticks ideas, or fancy spins on plugins that were already made, waves, but these were well thought out and customer-driven plugins that we actually asked for. So whether you're mixing or mastering or even just looking for some creative sound design, these new additions provide a ton of options. So let's take a closer look at each one and see what they bring to the table. Okay, so first up, we've got the Master Match X. Now this is the next generation of intelligent mastering. The Master Match X actually analyzes a reference track, or up to 3, and matches the EQ, the balance, the compression, and even the limiting. It's perfect for those of you who want to get a quick master to sound like your favorite mix. Now, if you're mastering and you don't have access to high-end equipment, this will be a huge help in shaping your sound to professional standards with minimal effort. Let's take a quick listen to how this works. So, just for sort of reference sake, the previous Master Match looked like this. Not bad at all. Here's where you loaded your 3 references, and then you would actually go through and play those references. It would learn those references. Then you would play your song, and it would learn your song, and then it would match based off of what your references were. So the Master Match X does this, but there are a lot more options to tweak it afterwards. You can edit the EQ here, for instance. You can edit the input, the EQ balance from dark to bright, the warmth of the overall track. EQ match can be set here, just like it was in the previous. Your compression levels can even be set here. Your style, gentle, balanced, or hard. And then your limiting can also be set here as well. You can also set this to linear phase or even a vintage sound. So you have your user analyzation section over here and your target analyzation. So I've actually uploaded 3 different tracks, and I've had it to analyze them. Now, those tracks that I uploaded were popular country tracks because this song is sort of a country feel. So this is the EQ curve that it gave me based off of those songs. So if I disable that there on the master bus, this is what we have.
Got eyes that smile Kentucky green and a heart that's full of broken dreams.
Now I'm gonna enable it.
Love so much it would fool you. She's felt the sting of God's two-edged sword, and she got some questions for the Lord, but she wonders if they ever make it to you. So she sees. Another day, another doctor bill. Too many thoughts to just sit still. You'll never get too close for that reason. And Daddy did his best and tried to raise her right. Prayed when he tucked her in at night. Now she's all grown up, just trying to please him. So she sees.
Bypass.
She sees. She sings Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Lord, I feel so lost that I can't be found. With every breath she breathes, she sings. And she can't quote every verse in the book, but her soul knows just where to look. She opens up her heart.
Okay, so again, we're going to bypass this and play the before version. And So as you can see, I've done a little bit of EQ balance, make it a little bit brighter. I've EQ matched it so it's closer to the reference tracks. And then over here, you've got your output settings that's telling you your LUFS, your RMS, your peak levels, and then it's even got some stereo enhancement right here. Let's check it out. So this is, I'll take it back to the chorus here. This is before.
She sings amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Lord, I feel so lost that I can't be found.
After
every breath she breathes, she sings. And she can't quote every verse in the book, but her soul knows just where to look. She opens up her heart and she sings. And she don't give.
Okay, so it's very subtle, which is what I love about these IK Multimedia plugins. You can overdo them like I did there at the beginning with the warmth, or you can just subtly begin to affect things to where you get that radio ready, that polished sound without, you know, making things sound shrill or harsh or defective. Okay, up next is the Channel Strip X. This is T-Rac's most advanced channel strip to date. This is a multifunction powerhouse handling EQ, de-essing, dynamics processing, and transient shaping all in one unit. And it comes with presets for instruments and ensembles. So whether you're mixing drums or vocals, it'll actually save you time while delivering professional results. Let's check it out. So as you can see, I've got this vocal soloed here, and I'm going to select vocal from the EQ presets. This is what it gives me, and let's check it out. So this is what it sounds like raw. Of course, it's got a little bit of reverb, but
she got eyes that smile Kentucky green and a heart that's full of broken dreams.
Let's enable the plugin.
So much it would fool ya. She's felt the sting of God's two-edged sword, and she got some questions for the Lord, but she wonders if they ever make it to ya. So she sings.
okay.
She sings. Another day, another doctor bill. Too many thoughts to just sit still. You'll never get too close for that reason.
That
Daddy
compression's
did
nice.
his best and tried to raise her right. Prayed when he tucked her in at night. Now she's all grown up, just trying to please him. So she sings.
So apart from my horrible vocals here, what you can hear though is this is really adding exactly what I was looking for. A little bit of an EQ boost, some de-essing, which wasn't like over the top de-essing. It just sounded all around just a lot better. So that's always a good thing. Up next for bass enthusiasts, there's 𝗶𝗲. It's an innovative processor specifically designed for the low end. It uses multiple algorithms to make your bass sound thick, clean, and powerful without overwhelming the mix. So in other words, if you're trying to nail that precise and uncluttered bass sound in your home studio, this is going to be your go-to plugin. Let's check it out. This is before the 𝗶𝗲 plugin is added. This is how the bass sounds in the mix. Okay, so the bass doesn't sound bad in and of itself as it is, but I'm going to add the 𝗶𝗲 plugin into the mix, and let's see if I can get it to sound even better. If I can get it to nestle into the mix even better. Let's check it. So right now it's bypassed.
Hey, take a look at the world outside tonight. All is at peace.
Bring it
Shake
back
the
in.
bones from within your own skin. Wake up your soul. Look in my children's eyes, and I can feel his love.
So as you can see, it definitely adds a lot more girth. It adds a lot more definition and focus to the bass sound and helps it to poke out of the mix without overwhelming the mix. It's exactly what I told you it would do. All right, so next up, let's talk about Lo-Fi Punch. This is another new plugin. This one's all about adding texture to your track. It's a harmonic and dynamics multiprocessor that ranges from subtle warmth to full-on crushing distortion, which is perfect for adding grit, thickness, and dimension to anything from synths to vocals. It's honestly super versatile. It's going to give your tracks a lot of character, so let's check it out. And this is sort of just a bed that's playing underneath the entirety of the song to give it a little bit of girth. But now what I want to do is I want to add in the Lo-Fi Punch. I'm going to go to the settings over here, and let's do with Old Boost. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so that's before. This is after. Okay. So this is completely dry. I'm going to blend it back in context with the mix so you can see how it's going to add to that effect. And I've tried to volume match it so it didn't trick your ears too much. Bring it back here.
Fully appreciate the debt that's been paid. Only the fearing minds will find the real truth and stay. Take a look at the world outside tonight. All is at peace. Shake the bones from within your own skin. Wake up your soul. 'Cause I don't need a magic show or a miracle to help me see the light. I can look in my children's eyes and I can feel his love.
Okay, before.
Just wanna be certain. Don't wanna play it safe. Be ready for any moment. To do whatever it takes. To do whatever it takes. It's not to be selfish, no.
So yeah, you can get super crazy with this. You can add all kinds of flutter, pitch effects. Let's see if I was to add this pitch effect, how this would sound. See, and that right there might be cool. To add a little bit of harmonics. I mean, yeah, you could get totally crazy with this thing. Obviously, don't have to do that, but that's super cool. Next up is Dual Spring. Now, this is a spring reverb unit that takes the classic analog sound that we all know, but adds new digital controls to it. So you can adjust the spring material, the reverb length, the stretch of the strings, and even switch between stereo and mono. It's perfect for getting that warm, vintage tone, but with the added flexibility that you'd expect in a modern plugin. So as far as changing out the strings, I just wanted to mess with these first so I could show you. Isn't that cool? So here's the different materials. We've got copper, Got aluminum, ferrous. Okay, let's listen to this on the lead vocal, just so you can kind of get a better understanding of what it's doing and actually hear it a little bit better. Okay, so this is bypassed.
I walk out into this silent midnight.
I'm going to turn off that delay real quick
I
here.
look up at a lone star that lights up this dark sky.
Okay, turn on the dual spring.
Even now the feeling's overtaken me. To be rid of indifference and the troubles that plague me. And though to be it strange, it seems my fate has changed course. And everything that used to matter don't make sense anymore.
All right, very cool stuff going on there with the dual spring. Okay, now let's not forget the delay lab. This is the missing link in your delay chain, adding space, movement, and depth to any track. It's a clear, open sounding delay that works great on vocals, instruments, or even rhythmic patterns. So if you need to add dimension without muddying your mix, this is where you're going to turn. Let's check it out. Go to a preset here. Let's do a dual tape loop on this lead vocal, just to kind of see what it sounds like here. It's already got a little bit of a delay on it, but let's check it.
Down the hall I can hear them all sleeping. The angels of my life rest on white pillows. I listen to them breathe as a father's heart billows. With the love I feel, though at times it's too surreal. To think the undeserving can reap from these fields of what was once not for our own harvest, all the while we enjoy all the spoils of the time we invest.
Very cool, very cool. So as you can see, there's a lot of creativity that can be done here. And I love the fact too that it's actually showing you like where the delays are actually taking place. So if I set the feedback higher, you're going to see more of the blue areas come into play. That's where the delays are taking place, which is super cool. If I set the timing, it's going to tell you like what timing that's going to take place on this scale here, sort of like the beat scale. So this is super cool. It also has a gate so you can duck it. Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff going on with that one. Up next is the Pusher, which is a unique 4-band saturation processor offering 5 types of saturation per band with control over the envelope, the drive, and the collar. So whether you're looking for subtle harmonic enhancement or total distortion, the Pusher has you covered. Now this one's for those who love to experiment with sound while still keeping everything musical and creative. Finally, we have the Filter Fusion, which is a highly versatile filter processor with 5 unique filter types, including a model of the Moog transistor ladder. It's got tons of controls, step sequencer, and a modulation joystick for some really nuanced effects that can also be automated. So if you're into crafting complex rhythmic filter patterns or just need a go-to filter, this one's going to be a great choice. Let's give this a quick listen and then we will wrap this up. So that's just a quick rundown of the 8 new modules in T-Rack 6. Whether you're just starting out in a home studio or you're looking to add some serious tools to your workflow, these plugins are definitely going to expand your creative possibilities. Let me know in the comment section down below which one that you're excited to try. And if you want a more in-depth look at any of these, be sure to subscribe for future reviews.